our guest of honor, President Ruth Simmons.
Last year, I wrote to our Rhode Island delegation in support of the DREAM Act, and I'm here today to restate my support for this important legislation. For almost a decade now, this legislation has been thwarted, delaying the prospect for eligible undocumented students to qualify for provisional residency. Increasing access to and affordability of higher education has long been a cornerstone of federal, state, and of course our institutional policy here at Brown. The DREAM Act provides immigrant students with a pathway to citizenship and endorses access to educational benefits. The passage of this bill would provide access to higher education for thousands of students who have been raised and educated in the United States and who have the talent and drive to be important contributors to this country. The hurdles to permanent residency under the DREAM Act are stiff enough and have a significant enough trial period before permanent residency can be assured. Therefore, the risks in approving this act are really quite minimal. Furthermore, we believe that our country should encourage those aspiring to participate fully in the life of the nation, to aspire to a life of usefulness and accomplishment through education and through service. The thousands of individuals who have innocently and conscientiously pursued a fruitful and law-abiding life need to be able to move on without the torment of uncertainty that accompanies undocumented status. For reasons of national interest, the alleviation of painful ambiguity, and the resolution of a long-standing injustice, we urge that the DREAM Act be passed. I want to say that we appreciate very much the Rhode Island delegation and their help on this question, and in particular, we think that they have been advocates in the best possible sense of the word. However, what we have to recognize is that it will take more than just writing to our Congress people and our senators. It will take the heartfelt movement of the country to recognize that we are about inclusion and not about separation, that we are about caring for people who are part of this nation and not about dismissing them, that we are about welcoming and not shunning. This is a very important thing for us as a nation, as a people, to recognize and to affirm. And so in all the ways that we can affirm that, we have to lift our voices, we have to make them heard, and we have to do it in this broader context, because this isn't the only thing we have to do. But finally, I'll say that we have to be very certain not to be discouraged. The fact that this has been in the works for so long tends to be very discouraging, I know. But we cannot afford to be discouraged. We cannot permit ourselves that. We have to continue with this relentlessly until we find our way to the solution that we seek. So I hope you will all continue to press on and be willing to do that. Thank you very, very much.